Good morning. I don't know, have I spoken much this morning? How can it be day 7 already? I'm up, I'm dressed in my new South Bank that I made last night. I'm tending lately to turn down the collar on my South Banks. I'm just finding them, depends on the fabric you make them from. This just feels a little bit too high. I've tamed the mane this morning. And yeah, I'm really cozy. It's very cold. It's very frosty out. The house is nice and cozy. I'm so glad I turned the heating on a few days ago. The dogs are lovely and cozy downstairs. Yeah, Scrappy looks an awful lot better than normal after his bath last night. So I did some sewing last night, obviously. And before I did my sewing, I gave the mad yoke of a dog a bath. So I trimmed his fringe because he's very blind and he's going deaf, and this just seems to be Vlogmas about Scrappy. And I gave him a good wash. I gave him a Milton wash on the sore part on his leg, and he has a steroid cream as well, so I put that on, a cortisone cream. That's so I put that on him as well. And yeah, so he was chilly last night. Even though I dried him, he was still chilly. We have underfloor heating, so he was on his bed and it actually felt like he was laying on an electric blanket, but I covered him in a blanket and he went off to sleep. And then he was on the chair this morning, so he obviously moved. But while I was sewing here last night, I was thinking, I need to make something a little bit more challenging. Sometimes I get very lazy when I'm sewing, and I'm happy that I made all my South Bank sweater dresses because I can whip this up now in about an hour. But I need to challenge myself a little bit more. I think that happens. That's not just me, is it? So I was here thinking, there's always a half-finished project somewhere in my room. And I remembered my Lagan, is it my Lagan? Yeah, my Itch to Stitch Lagan coat that I cut out, I think at the beginning of the year. I can't quite remember. And I had to do such a deep dive in to find it. So I have a wardrobe in the corner of the room which I use for hanging some of my fabric, which I really need to have a look through because I don't think I've looked in there for ages for fabric. And I found it in a pile at the bottom of the wardrobe. Now, so I had a little look at it last night. I will print the instructions because I know she goes into a lot of detail about the instructions. So I'm actually going to start into that. And goodness knows if it'll get done to be able to be worn in this cold weather, but I'm going to start into it. I cut all the coat cut out, of all the outside layer of the coat cut out, and I didn't actually cut the lining. I have the lining, I didn't cut that out yet because the coat has almost like a belt thing in the middle, so a waist in it, and because I'm so short and short-waisted, I always find a coat like that really good. So my plan initially, and it's still the same plan, is to make the bodice, make the skirt part of the coat, and then adjust it so that the waist is in the right place for me. So that's going to work, because I often find, I'm not a toile person. I'm not going to make a toile. No. I often find that works well for me because it's finding and getting the waist into the right place. Now, I don't have as much of a waist as I always had, but anyway, we will get the proportions right. So I think I'm going to start that this evening. Yeah, so that'll be interesting because it's the most glorious colour, pink. And yeah, now I love this pink. I don't think it's a very complimentary colour to me. I feel lovely and cozy in it, but I definitely feel it washes me out. Now, there's no makeup on today. Today is going to be a day of cutting fabric for the December subscription boxes, which we're actually going to send the first week of January. So in January, if you're a subscriber, you're going to possibly get 2 boxes. So that'll be a great boost for, the dreariest month of the year, I think. So yeah, I had to do a lot of looking to find that. So if I hadn't thought of it, that could have just sat for ages there in the bottom of the wardrobe. So today being day 7, let's see what Christmas decoration we have today for the tree. I'm getting lots of Instagram messages this morning for some reason, and I have 7. I looked for it yesterday evening, so here it is. Okay, so we don't have a Christmas decoration. We have a little chocolate reindeer. Oh, how cute is that? So I probably could hang it on the tree, but I mean, it won't last, will it? It will last until this evening though, because I'm going to put it there on my sewing machine so that when I come up for Zoom this evening and I start into some of my coat, I can have my little chocolate bar. So that would be nice. Yeah, it's extraordinarily frosty out this morning. So yeah, I'm so glad I have this. But I will talk to you all later on this evening. Glamorous perks of the job. Okay, I have loads more cardboard to put in here, so this needs a good battering. That made loads more room. What's this, Mindy? What's arriving? Oh, it's Wanda. Sorry, Wanda.